Hi, this is Preeta and welcome to Dakshin Curry. Sambars are of various forms and today we are going to be making a freshly ground paste sambar. It's also called as Archavita sambar, and to know more, stay tuned. Let's have a look at the ingredients. For the paste, mainly I'll be using 1 teaspoon of oil. Apart from that, I'll be using half a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, around 3 to 6 dried red chilies. I'll be using 1 tablespoon of chana dal, 3 grams or say half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 cup of coconut, 1 tablespoon of dhania seeds, 5 grams of raw rice. I'll be using raw rice, which will be adding as a thickening agent, a little bit of hing. Apart from that, the other ingredients in the recipe is going to be 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, a pinch of turmeric, salt to taste, curry leaves, hing dissolved in water. I have vegetables, a combination of vegetables. The combination is going to be brinjals, a little bit of petha, and then there are some cluster beans, then there is bhindi. So you can use vegetables of your choice, just use 1 large bowl of vegetables. I have 1 gooseberry sized tamarind which I have soaked in water, and apart from that I have around 2 to 3 tablespoons of dal, tuar dal, which I had soaked in water and then boiled it along with 1 cup of water and a little bit of turmeric. So let's see how to make the paste first. That is the first step. Little oil. Now we are not adding a lot of oil, it's very little oil, and that is just to roast the spices. So I will be adding methi here. Now once this starts cooking, we will add the rest of the ingredients. We will reduce the flame and then we will start with the pepper, tablespoon of dhania, tablespoon of chana dal, and firstly just give it 1 mix. And as soon as you get this aroma of dhania, what I am going to do is I will be adding a little bit of curry leaves also. I will be adding some rice. Like I told you, this adds as a thickener. It's completely optional. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. A little bit of hing. Now I am just going to give this a mix, and before the coconut, let's add our red chilies. Now you can see the dals are getting cooked. At this point of time, I will switch off the flame. I will add the coconut and I will just give this a mix. And what we need to do is just keep this pan aside, allow this to cool down, and then we will add a little bit of water, just enough to soak this, and then grind it into a paste. So because we have cooked the red chilies, this is going to have a nice color, a nice reddish color. So let's keep this aside. So our spice mixture has cooled down and I have ground it into a paste, and this is how it looks. I have added water to this, and it's going to be nice and thick, as you can see, nice and creamy. So this is going to give a lot of body and texture to our sambar. So let's get on with the process of making the sambar. So we have a saucepan here and we are going to heat this up. Add a bit of oil, around 1 tablespoon of oil. And once this heats up, we will add our mustard seeds. Allow this to crackle. Once it crackles, we will add a little bit of methi seeds. You must be wondering that we have already added methi seeds, and why are we adding this again? This is just for a nice aroma. Now once you do this, we will be adding our vegetables. You can add drumstick to this, you can add shallots to this, or if you want, you can just keep it as 1 vegetable. I am going to add the brinjals now. Now because I didn't want them to darken, I have just kept them in water. We will add a pinch of turmeric, generous pinch actually, and we will just turn up the heat and just give it one saute. Now usually if you are making a sambar using your sambar powder, then you would be adding the powder at this stage, but because we are making it with the paste is kind of going to go last because it's already half cooked. So now that this is sauteed, as you can see the haldi is coated, what we will do is, now we are going to add the tamarind. Now what we will do is, we'll add little more water to this. What we want to do is, we want the raw aroma of the tamarind to go away. So at this point what we'll do is, we'll also add a little bit of hing water and just give this a quick stir. And now we'll allow this to come to a boil. So at this stage what we will do is, we'll add the dal. What the dal is going to do is, it's going to give it a nice body, and also it's going to tone down the flavor of the tamarind. So as you can see, this is boiling. So now we will just reduce the flame and we'll add the paste. Now what is going to happen is, this is going to thicken further. So as you can see, this is nice and thick. I think I'll add a little bit of water. This is the same water with the masala. So you see, nothing gets wasted, and you also add the salt to taste. It's always better to add the salt towards the end. If you are really sure the amount of salt that goes in, you can add it earlier, or you can add it with the paste, but I always prefer adding the salt towards the end, and it's fine to taste as and when to check for seasoning. Now we'll just allow this to simmer. Now if you don't want to make the sambar using a paste, it's a little tedious for you, obviously you can make it with sambar podi. And if you want to know the recipe for sambar podi, you know what you need to do. You just have to go and check out for sambar podi recipe on India Food Network at Dakshin Curry. As you can see, Archavita sambar, that means a sambar which is made with freshly ground paste, is ready. Do not forget to subscribe to India Food Network, and until next time, it's Preeta signing off. Bye.